Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajesh Biogenesis Chemistry Academy, Hyderabad, Telangana State. So in this video, we are going to discuss complete information regarding to inductive effect, which will give a important aspect in covalent bond. So what is actual inductive effect and what are some specific applications which are used in inductive effect. Okay. So actually inductive effect is a permanent effect operated only in a polar covalent bond. So it is generally a factor which is generated through the substitutions. So we can say it is a complete permanent effect. Inductive effect is a permanent effect. It is applicable especially for a polar covalent bond. So I am taking a polar covalent bond. In that polar covalent bond only this inductive effect is operated. So actually this effect is due to unequal electronegative element substitution. So here we are substituting unequal electronegative elements. This is unequal electronegative elements. If any covalent bond shared by two unequal electronegative elements, then there is a drift of shared pair of electrons from less electronegative element to high electronegative element that will generate unequal electron density. That is called inductive effect. Okay. So substitution of unequal electronegative elements, then only drift of shared pair of electron will take place. Suppose see, I will show one example how this inductive effect is operated. Suppose if I take two similar elements which are separated by a single bond. Now what happens, see, the shared pair of electron, mutual sharing of electrons is nothing but a covalent bond. Now this shared pair of electron belongs to these two atoms. Now this shared pair of electron neither moves towards left side, neither move towards right side. So here no inductive effect. Inductive effect, if it is absent, you can represent like this. Inductive effect is also represented by IE. Here there is no inductive effect. And if you take two similar groups even, see here two similar groups are present. Now lone pair is not present on these two atoms, but shared pair of electron is present. This shared pair of electron exactly present in middle. Okay, it is not moving either left side or right side. Okay, and if I take two similar electronegative elements also even, this shared pair of electron is neither moving right side, neither moving left side. If it is moves any one of the corner, then that will generate say induction. Induction is nothing but a generation. So induction of dipoles due to this drift of shared pair of electrons between these two. Now I am giving one example, see, where inductive effect is operated. Okay. Now see, hydrogen attaches to chlorine. Okay, hydrogen is attaches to chlorine. Now we know chlorine is more electronegative element. Now between hydrogen and chlorine, one shared pair of electron is present that is moving very close to chlorine. If it is moves very close to chlorine, means chlorine taking this shared pair of electrons, so it starts losing electron density and chlorine starts gaining electron density. So whichever side electron density is very high or more electronegative element is present, that side we need to write partial negative charge. So the induction of or the generation of partial positive, partial negative, this is called dipole and this is called polar covalent bond. That is called inductive effect. This kind of generation is called inductive effect. And even if you take a methyl chloride, see, in methyl chloride the shared pair of electron is going very close to chlorine. So here carbon is bearing partial positive, chlorine is bearing partial negative. Okay. In the same way, if you take any alcohol, see, I am taking alcohol like this. Now shared pair of electron moving very close to oxygen. If it is goes very close to oxygen, oxygen carry partial negative and carbon carry partial positive like this. This kind of shift of bond pair of electrons through sigma bond. Okay. Now here the shared pair of electron is moving very close to oxygen. That shift of shared pair of electron going towards more electronegative element, that is called dipole. Okay, this dipole is negative, this dipole is positive. So this is possible only with sigma bond. Remember, inductive effect is operated only on sigma bond but not on pi bond. So the drift of shared pair of electrons from less electronegative element to high electronegative element through sigma bond is known as a inductive effect. Okay, so inductive effect is represented by a arrow midway between two bonded atoms like this. It is going to be represented, where head indicates electron density moving very close to more electronegative element, where tail indicates it is not moving, it is on less electronegative element. Okay, and very important thing, it is completely depends upon the distance factor. You remember here distance factor, it is applicable up to first two carbons only. Okay, so effect is very high high on first two carbons. I am taking two carbons, first attached carbons, it is very high on first two carbons. From third carbon onwards, slowly it is diminished. From third to fourth, finally it will be disappear out. Suppose see if I take four carbons. Now here chlorine is a electron withdrawing group. Electron withdrawing group is represented like this. It is taking electrons from this. So it is negative charge, and this chlorine effect is very high on this one. Okay, that will be represented by partial positive. And this is little less on second carbon, and here it is very less on third carbon, and see this is completely absent. It is infinitesimally very small dipole is created here. So if it is a releasing group or withdrawing group through sigma bond, see always remember inductive effect is operated only in sigma bond, it is not operated in pi bond. Okay, so here sigma bond is present. Through this sigma bond, how that shared pair of electrons are going on, whether they are moving left to right or right to left, which is gaining, which is losing. So it is gaining electron density from this carbon. So this carbon losing its maximum electron density over here. Later on this one, okay, very little on this carbon. So almost all 90% of electron density or effect is there on first carbon. Okay, so almost all 8% of effect is there on this one, and here this is approximately 2% is there, 2 or less. See, inductive effect is very high on first two carbons only. From third carbon to fourth carbon, slowly it is diminished, finally it will be ignored. And very, very important thing is, inductive effect is not a ionization reaction. It is not a ionization of atoms which are connected by a bond. Okay, so especially in this one, only a partial drift of shared pair of electron towards more electronegative element. It is not completely transferring. See the difference between these two. Okay, so I am writing hydrochloric acid. Now this lone pair of electron merely very close to chlorine. Okay, it is completely very close to chlorine, but it is not taking that lone pair of electron or shared pair of electron, sorry, it is completely on chlorine. Okay, so this is very close to chlorine, but it never undergo ionization like this. This is not inductive effect. This is ionization reaction. On this molecule there is a inductive effect is present. Okay, I will give one more so that you will get a clear idea about what is a inductive effect. It is not a distance factor, only operates in sigma bond. Now I am taking methyl chloride. Listen, methyl chloride, when chlorine is an electron withdrawing group, so the shared pair of electrons are moves very close to chlorine. Here it is partial positive, here partial negative. In this one, inductive effect is present. So once if you operate any solvent, now there is a ionization reaction is present. Here there is no inductive effect. Okay, ionization is not an inductive effect. So shared pair of electron moving very close to more electronegative element, that will induct, that will generate a polarity between these two atoms or groups, is known as a inductive effect. It is not a complete transfer of electrons, but it is merely very close to more electronegative element. So definitely two bonded atoms definitely connected with a sigma bond. Two unequal electronegative elements are present. Definitely it is possible only in sigma bond. Okay, so it is not possible in pi bond, only sigma bond it is expected. Okay, now see, inductive effect generally classified into two types. Two types of inductive effects are present, that is plus inductive effect, okay, which will release electrons through sigma bond. Okay, so best example for this, here we can write SF minus, next here NH minus, O minus, next C double bond O, S minus, O minus here, next C double bond O, NH, O minus. Next we can take many examples here, already in other video explained, just you go through it. Okay, these all are ethyl, then methyl, then finally hydrogen. Okay, so here they are completely releasing groups through sigma bond. Okay, now go through minus IE groups, they are withdrawing groups through sigma bond, they can withdraw electrons through sigma bond. Okay, so powerful withdrawing group is ammonium, then followed by nitro. Okay, then it is the order of withdrawing capacity even. Next it is cyano, next here followed by sulfonic acid, next C, this is aldehyde, next here ketone, this is carboxylic acid, then here we can write ester, then acid halide, okay, then amide. Now regularly we know very well hydroxy, then alkoxy, then amine. So after amine, carbon, carbon, triple bond. Okay. So here regular halogens also we can use here. So then here followed by phenyl, then carbon, carbon, double bond. Next here followed by hydrogen. So hydrogen is the least withdrawing group over here. Okay. After getting this particular compounds, we need to substitute a halogens over here. Okay. So this is actual indirect effect. These groups will donate electrons and this group will withdraw electrons through sigma bond only. Don't operate other than sigma bond. Indirect effect is absent for molecules having a pi bond. Okay. So in that if sigma bond is present and unequal electron-negative elements are present, there you can expect a indirect effect here. Okay. Now see one example. I am taking a carbocation. Now this is CH3 and here I am taking CH3 plus carbocation. We know carbocation is a electron deficient. Now what is the role of CH3? CH3 is a releasing group. It will release electrons through this sigma bond. This is an arrow which will shows like this. So this group is a plus IE group. Plus IE group release electrons, stabilize the cation. Okay. Now here I am writing CH3 then followed by CH2 negative charge. What is this negative charge indicates? Electron rich species, nucleophilic in nature. So what is the role of CH3? It is a minus IE plus IE group, plus IE group which will release electrons through sigma bond. So this is releasing electron, already this carbon carry more electron density. So releasing CH3 electrons through sigma bond will destabilize this carbanion. Okay. So it may be a cation or anion irrespective of the nature of charge over here, but role of this group is releasing electrons through sigma bond itself. Okay. Now I am taking a nitro group here. This is plus and here. What is the role of nitro? Nitro is a electron withdrawing group. It can withdraw through sigma bond only. Remember, it is withdrawing like this through sigma bond. So it is a minus IE group. Okay. Now even if you take a carbanion, it will be remain same. See, here I am taking a nitro group. It can withdraw electrons through this sigma bond. Okay. Finally, this is stable. Why? Because here excess electrons are there. That excess electrons is completely taken by nitro through sigma bond. There is no resonance here, no conjugation. It is taking electrons through this sigma bond only. Effect is operated like this. Through sigma bond, it can withdraw electrons. Okay. Now, not only this. Suppose see. If I take any alcohol, this is alcohol. Now what is the role of nitro group here? Nitro group withdraw electrons. Okay. When nitro group withdraw electrons, now see the shade pair of electrons will migrate here. Okay. So once if it is migrated, now there is a loss of proton. After losing proton, now you will get an anion and this anion is gets stabilized by nitro group like this. Always remember, anions are stabilized by withdrawing groups, cations are stabilized by donating groups. Okay. So that's why see here nitro is withdrawing electrons through sigma bond. Okay. And this anion is stable. If anion is stable, corresponding acid is highly acidic. I am saying this is highly acidic. So finally we can say that indirect effect can explain the stability of a carbocation. Indirect effect can also explain the stability of a carbanion, also explains radical, and also explain acidity of an alcohol, carboxylic acid, and even basicity also completely explained by indirect effect. Okay. So such type of all important aspects we are going to discuss in indirect effect. So that will be uploaded in your other videos. You try to like, subscribe and share our videos and put a comment in comment section. And what about the class? Means if you are interested in class, and try to say about that class in a comment section, and whichever topics you are interested. If you want to say that if you are interested in any particular topic, the topic which you are interested, that also you can write in a comment section so that I can explain that particular topic on your interest. Okay. Thank you for watching this video.